Hi, everybody. This is Silvio Canto in Dallas, Texas on Wednesday, May the 23rd, and welcome to our video commentary. Well, as you probably know, we had elections in Texas. There's the second round of the runoff. Those candidates who didn't get 50%, the first time around, they have to go to a runoff, and it happened yesterday. Most of the action was on the Democrat sides, and most of the Republican elections were settled back in March in the first round of the elections. Perhaps the most interesting of all of the contest was the one for the nomination of the Democrat governor between Lupe Valdez and Andrew White. And eventually Lupe Valdez was elected. She got like 53% of the vote, 53-47 is the total. Not a landslide, but a pretty comfortable majority. Her opponent, Andrew White, I think he disappointed a lot of his supporters because it seemed like at the end he wasn't spending any money. He kind of quit the race. He was not very active. In fact, neither one of them, frankly, was very active because neither one of them, frankly, had a lot of money to spend. But, Lupe Valdez started her campaign in the second round with about 43% in the first round. So I think she had a much easier road to 51 than Andrew White. But I think at the end, though, what people are talking about is the incredibly low turnout. 450,000 people voted in the Texas governor's runoff. It was like 220 versus 190, something like that. That's not a lot of votes. I mean, when you consider that Greg Abbott, the Republican who ran in an uncontested primary in March, he got nearly 1.4 million votes. So if you just look at those two numbers, 1.4 million versus 450, that means that Lupe Valdez has a lot of difficult work ahead of her to be able to catch up with Greg Abbott. And the reality is a lot more people are going to vote for Greg Abbott. A lot of Republicans didn't choose to go to the primaries because there wasn't a contest either for governor or for senator. So yes, congratulations to Lupe Valdez. She'll be facing Greg Abbott in November. But you got to ask yourself a question. What happened to the Democrats in this primary? Because they did not show up to vote. 450,000? That's not really a very good performance. By the way, speaking of the primaries, there was a very good article by Doug Schoen, S-C-H-O-E-N. He used to work for President Clinton, and he's now a Fox News contributor. And he wrote a very interesting piece in today's foxnews.com where he's talking about the impact of the left on the Democrat Party and how all of these victories from the left are making it more difficult for the Democrats to compete in the November election. It's a very interesting article. We saw a little bit of that here in Texas in some of the state reps as well as some of the congressional seats. Thank you for watching. We have all of these over at YouTube, on Twitter, on my blog. And if you're having a birthday today, happy birthday. Bye-bye from Dallas. Bye-bye, everybody.